We're on the road at the Kansas Soybean Expo in Topeka. We're going to have a conversation with Grant Weber from Sublette coming up in just a moment. Stay with us.
Would you like to see something done about high gas prices and low unemployment? Western Plains Energy in Campus, Kansas is doing something about it. They're a proud part of Growth Energy, America's ethanol supporters, and they employ 38 people and will be adding more following the expansion. Ethanol fuel not only reduces the cost of regular gasoline, it's good for the environment and keeps money right here in the United States while supporting local rural jobs. Western Plains Energy, doing something for the future.
Day and night till the job is done. Teeter is the one that works for you. Fields of green reaching toward the sun. Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter is the one. Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter Irrigation, your source for water management.
We're in Topeka at the Kansas Soybean Expo and joined now by Grant Weber, who is a director for the Kansas Soybean Association, and he is a farmer from Sublette. Grant, the annual expo, an opportunity to recognize some soybean farmers for their work, talk policy, and just kind of celebrate the industry.
That's correct. We get together once a year. It gives us an opportunity to take care of our annual meeting and take care of some new people coming on the board and some elections, all those results, and gives us a chance to greet and meet with the people that we're representing and be our voice or be their voice through the state legislature and also the Washington legislature.
All right, let's, as we get into maybe some of the things that were talked about at this event, let's talk about growing soybeans around Sublette.
Well, it's the soybean market in western Kansas is a growing commodity. It was always more of a product that was grown in the eastern half of the state, but over the last few years the acres have really grown, and soybeans offer a lot to western Kansas and our climate and the water supply and the different conditions we have, and they are a good fit for us.
All right, let's talk policy. That's one of the things that gets discussed, and some resolutions were passed. What do soybean farmers need to know about what the association is presenting this year?
Well, the association is the checkoff dollars are for research, and the commission handles that money, and so the policy takes care of the legislative side and being able to go and tackle the issues that surround not only just soybean farmers, but a lot of times just the ag industry in general, and we've had a busy year, and we look forward to meeting those challenges and moving forward.
So one of the things, of course, as you look at it in the bigger picture, we've turned the stage to a farm bill on the national level, and many folks think that might be done, but there's some concern about will there be winners and losers, and the soybeans are one that USDA and others have said will continue to be a growing crop all over the country.
That's correct. In the last few farm bills, soybeans have held their ground very well. They're a major player across the United States, and it's not a regional product. It's a product that has a lot of demand by China and other global markets. They want our beans. We provide good quality beans, a good consistent bean that they can rely on and that we can supply. So it's a product that fits our global competitors, or not our competitors, but our global demand very well, and it's a crop that works good across the whole U.S. So we have fought, the soybean industry has fought to hold their ground and stay on a level playing field with the rest of the commodity markets.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception: keeping electricity affordable.
Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Conestoga Energy is committed to investing in technology in their communities through Irrigation corn, the exclusive hybrid corn specifically bred for use in the production of ethanol fuel. The Irrigation corn reduces energy usage in the plant, pays a 40% premium back to the farmer, and keeps $3 million in the United States rather than going to foreign countries. It's good for American farmers, businesses, and consumers. Conestoga Energy, fueling the new frontier. SNS Trailer Sales, with 2 locations in Ness City, Kansas, is where everybody goes to buy or rent trailers. They feature the all-new, all-aluminum Mauer grain trailer with all of the electric options, the easy-to-load detached trailers, and a huge stock of header trailers. At the west location, you'll find bumper pulls, goosenecks, and oilfield specialty trailers, along with flat and utility beds for pickups. SNS Trailer Sales in Ness City and on the web, but remember, you do have to spell out the "and."
One of the issues that was talked about at this meeting was kind of the elephant in the room, in a sense, with the soybean industry over the last year, and that was dicamba and drift and so on. What'd you learn?
Well, the dicamba drift is an ongoing issue. It's something that, especially being from western Kansas in a plains region of the country, we've dealt with that for a long time. But you're seeing it on a much larger scale now, and it's still a lot of work in progress. There's a lot of things that got to be learned, and a guy's got to make sure he's up to speed on the rules and the regulations for spraying it, because they are quite different than most of the other things the other herbicides that we spray on a regular basis. And a guy just has to make sure that he has his bases covered and knows those rules to follow.
Okay. Before we let you go, I want to give you your opportunity to pitch why it's important, if you grow soybean in Kansas, to be a member of the Kansas Soybean Association. Well,
Like I said earlier, the Soybean Association is the legislative arm of the soybean industry for Kansas, and all of our funds are made from our memberships, and your membership gives you the power through us. We can take any issues that you may have or that you feel is important to yourself or the soybean industry in Kansas, and we can take that and we can go and work with our state legislators, and we have a good relationship with our legislative arm that's in Washington, D.C., and we spend time in D.C. with them, and we've got a good working relationship, and we can take those concerns and try to get them addressed and try to get them either rectified or get something done.
All right, Grant, thanks a lot for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Grant Weber, who is the director from the Kansas Soybean Association, has joined us. I'm Ken Rahjes for KBUF.
When you've had a best friend for over 50 years, you develop a trust. And the Scott Co-op has been a trusted rural friend since 1957. A co-op keeps money in the area, doing business for and with their members, and that helps keep their hometown thriving with keeping money in the community. Scott Co-op is not just an elevator, it's the rural way of doing business. So when you see an elevator, remember your friends at Scott Co-op. Wulfgar Construction and Irrigation has been around a long time, and a lot of folks have trusted them to design, build, and service all sizes of commercial and on-farm storage for grain and equipment. Wulfgar is also known for their outstanding irrigation division, where they stock a complete selection of nozzles, regulators, drops, gear drives, electrical, and structure components. Looking for an electric motor? Wulfgar has a large selection in single and 3-phase. Next time, reach out to the pros who have decades of experience at taking care of business the right way. Wulfgar Construction and Irrigation.